up, guys? I am making a comeback to YouTube. My name is Kayla and I used to post YouTube videos on the weekly back in 2021, and I honestly just took a massive break. I got really burnt out of content creation and I wasn't really feeling like making YouTube videos anymore. But I had an epiphany recently and I was like, I should start making YouTube videos again. I kind of miss doing it. So welcome to a week in my life. I'm going to be documenting what I do as a 26-year-old here in Melbourne and sharing just what I get up to throughout a week in my life. So let's get started with it. But before we do, let me introduce myself in case you're new here. My name is Kayla. I'm 26 years old. I live in Melbourne, Australia, but I'm originally from the US. And I currently have had a lot of things going on. I'm finishing up grad school. I work 2 different jobs, both part-time. And I'm also trying to manage a social life, personal life, wellness, health, all those things all at once. So come along, we're gonna have lots of fun. A lot has happened since 2023 that I stopped making videos. A lot has happened since then. I've done some travel, I've moved, I'm actually moving again in a month. I also got an electric bike and became a bike rider. I ran a half marathon. What else has been going on? Oh, I became a Pilates teacher in the meantime last year, and I do that as a little side hustle. And I'm about to finish grad school in my advertising master's. So there's a lot happening and I just want to share with you on YouTube so you can see what it's like to be living in another country. I love sharing my experiences abroad as I'm originally from the US, so it's always so interesting to share what I get up to here in Australia. So let's get started with this week's video and come along with me on my day off, Wednesday, and let's go see what I get up to in the city.
You know I'm getting back into vlogging when I already forgot to film most of my day 1. So this is me commuting and reading Onyx Storm going into the city. It was a beautiful day, but let's move on to the next day where I started working on my thesis, getting some of the groundwork down, and then I went into campus to have my thesis meeting with my mentor. I just have a couple weeks left and then I'm done with my degree, which is so exciting. And I always love coming to the campus in the middle of the week. It's such a great way to break it up.
Hello. I just got a matcha and a quick snack. I had my thesis meeting and now I'm headed to the Pilates studio.
In 2024, I became a Pilates instructor, and each week I try to come up with a new class sequence to teach. So this is me coming up with a spicy plank series, and I love getting to be creative like this. And then afterwards I took a class myself, which is always a highlight. And then I went to my last uni lecture. How fun is that?
Hello, I just finished up my last lecture, literally my last lecture of my grad degree. Like, that's insane. And it's 8:30 and I'm headed home.
In case I want to do it again.
Hello vlog, just checking in. It is Monday night and I am sitting in my living room. Actually, come to think of it, it's Tuesday night, not Monday. And I'm sitting in my living room and just taking in such a peaceful evening. I love our fairy lights we have hung up. And then of course the mood lighting with the orange lamp really makes a difference. Got a candle going there, doing my laundry, and just chilling on the couch as I make some cookies. They're about 10 minutes away from being ready, so I'm very excited to have some white chocolate macadamia cookies, and they're literally the best ever. And I think if you balance it with a salad for dinner, cookies for dessert, it's a little bit better, but that's what I had tonight. I found out some exciting news today. So I've been a full-time student at RMIT, which is a university here in Melbourne, Australia, for the past 2 years. And while I've been doing my studies, I've always done 3 courses each semester. Now, one of my classmates in one of my current courses told me, hey, you know you can apply for undergrad exemption for some of the classes you did in your undergraduate degree. I didn't even realize this because my school didn't really advertise this for us to do. And so I applied last week to see if I get any of my master's credits exempted from my undergrad credits. And here's the thing, I'm in my last semester. I'm about to finish in 7 weeks, and the due date for this is literally next week. I got results back today that 2 of the classes I'm in right now, which are my electives, I don't have to do. Oh my god, I only have to do one class this semester, my core class for my master's. That's my thesis class, which already is a lot of work because I'm writing a massive thesis. And I can take out the other electives. So rather than having to do 9 assignments this semester, I would only have to do 3. And I've already done one of those 3 for the thesis class already since the semester started a month ago. So I'm in week 5 right now of my semesters. And I'm like, wait, should I leave my electives? That means I would not have to do any more night classes. I've been doing 3-hour night classes for the past almost 2 years. So to not have to do night school and just have to do my thesis for the next like 7 weeks would be amazing, and I'd still graduate and do everything fine. So I might have to do that. That's kind of an exciting thing. So just thought I'd share. Oh, whoa. And my cookies are now ready, so I'm gonna go have those.
Good morning. I'm starting off nice and early. It's currently like 6:10 a.m. and I'm about to get dressed and head over to Run Club, which I usually do once a week with a group of girls, and we run about 3Ks in one of our local parks. So I'm gonna get ready and go do that. Let's go.
Good morning. It's 6:30. I've made it to the park. I'm on my way to my run. I'm feeling quite sore because I did hot mat Pilates last night and reformer the day before. And I kind of stopped running after the half marathon just to get a break because I was a bit burnt out. And I've been trying to do a little bit more strength training at the gym and getting more into that, plus, of course, Pilates. And when your glutes are sore and your body's feeling a bit sore, it's always hard to run. But I go for the girls, for the community. It's always so fun. So let's go run.
Good morning, vlog. I am properly vlogging today because I keep wanting to make videos and then I keep forgetting to film. So here we are. I'm going to show you what I'm working on right now. I'm making a beautiful matcha in the sunlight. Look how gorgeous. I got this amazing cup that has it right in the middle. Let me show you. Ooh, it is a beautiful green this morning. Matcha has become my favorite thing. I definitely prefer matcha over a coffee, so that is my favorite way to start my day, making myself a matcha. I had some banana bread at the coffee shop with the Run Club girls, so I'm just gonna have this to give me a little extra sweet treat. And then usually I make eggs or yogurt with granola or overnight oats, but I'm feeling not too peckish, as they say in Australia. I also feel like I should give a proper apartment tour, so like when I look back on my life, I can see where I was living during a chapter of my time in Utah. Whoa, Utah? Girl, I left Utah ages ago. That is because I have not properly vlogged like since my Utah days. I used to vlog so much when I was in my final years of university or college in the US. So I feel like now I just automatically go to saying that. But I've been living in Australia for 3 years now. This coming month will be 3 years since I've moved here, which is crazy. So let's do a little apartment tour. I haven't cleaned it or prepared it. I just decided to do this on a whim. So let's just go. So this is my entryway. Then we have a little area where we hold some of our items. Walking in here, we have our kitchen. I was making my matcha. And then we have another little area, and then this is our table. Usually that is down on the ground. It's just up there right now. And then we have our fridge. And then if you walk through here, we have a little bar cart with glasses. And then this is our living room. Again, didn't organize it or anything, but it is a cute little room. I love the style that my roommate went with. This is pretty much all her stuff. I don't own anything in here, but I've really enjoyed the cozy nights watching TV with the lights up everywhere and all the plants. And we have a lovely view of some trees and some different shops outside. And look at that weather. It is winter here, but spring is upon us. Spring is literally coming next week. So I can't wait for spring. I'm so happy. And then we have a balcony. That's where we dry our clothes. And a massive difference here in Australia is we dry our clothes outside, which does not happen in the US. I mean, maybe a little bit, but everyone in the US relies on like washing their clothes and drying them in the machines. But here, every day, I dry my clothes outside. I also do my dishes all with my hands, never use a wash machine. We don't even have a wash machine. We actually use our area that we would have a dishwasher as our wash machine, and then we don't even own a dryer. All the things get dried outside. Then moving down this way, this is a little hallway we have that leads to the bedrooms and to the bathroom. So this is our bathroom here.
It's quite a standard bathroom, but it is quite old since this building is from the 1960s. This is what it looks like. Nothing too glam, but we have a little mirror, and this is where we have toiletries, and then this is where our toilet is. And then going on over here, this is my roommate's room. And then this is my beautiful room, which I love so much. The natural light in here is just unreal. You can see it just peers through, and I love opening up my window. We do live on a main road, so it is a bit busy sometimes, but other than that, I've really enjoyed this little room, and I've made it my little paradise here in Australia. Like, I got my beautiful little tropical pillows. As you can see, they have palm trees on them. I have my hatch alarm and some shells I've collected across different beaches. And then I have my plant collection down here. And then down here, more plants because I do love my plants. And I recently got this massive mirror, which I love. Can you see? I don't know. The screen went black, so that tells me you can't see. All right, I'm gonna give you a little closet tour. So I have 2 closets in my room, which is amazing. I can't complain. My first closet's just a traditional closet with clothes. And then over here we have shelving units, which is awesome. And I got a variety of different things going on in here. That is my room. I thought I'd just show you just because I will be moving seriously in 3 weeks. And sometimes it's bittersweet and be like, oh, what did it used to look like? What was it like when I lived there? So I thought I'd just like give you a little room tour, a little apartment tour. So I'm gonna take a shower and get working on my thesis, and I'll chat to you guys later.
The next day, my boyfriend and I went to this place called the Soak House that just opened up recently, and it's this beautiful recovery space that has 2 magnesium pools, an ice bath, a sauna, and a steam room. And this particular day, all proceeds were going to a nonprofit animal shelter, I believe. So honestly, it was such a beautiful way to start the day. It's so relaxing, and you're doing it for a good cause, so it's awesome.
What's up, guys? Today has been a chill Thursday. I went to the sauna and cold plunge kind of recovery session this morning with Josh, and we then had a pretty chill day because we just got matcha and some breakfast and did some assignments, and we're now watching Stranger Things. We're about to finish season 1. We're gonna go through all of the seasons. I'm seeing it for the first time. Josh has watched it all the way through, and we are now watching it together all the way through. So that's kind of fun. That's my update.
Hello, what is up? I've been terrible about vlogging. I feel like I've vlogged the most random things that have happened in the last like week and a half. Not really consecutively every single day, but I'm back. It's Monday. I had a really good weekend. I went to a comedy show. I finished Stranger Things season 2. I watched the movie with Madeline Klein that just came out and KJ Apa called The Map That Leads to You or something like that. And my whole kitchen flooded, so dealt with that this weekend. It's been kind of a crazy weekend, but honestly chill at the same time. And so I'm at home right now. I got my heater going. Hopefully it's not too loud. And I thought I'd give a little haul because I got a package in the mail. I've been waiting to open it for like 5 days, and I'm finally opening it because it's birthday presents for my boyfriend, and he's been with me, and I don't want to like have him see it before his actual birthday. So first I got myself one thing, so I'm gonna share. I hope it fits. This is so different than my normal clothes. It looks like this. It's kind of a more retro-y look with the 2-tone coloring. All right, this is what the shirt looks like on. As you can see, it has the white and the blue and then the navy. I'm just trying to decide if this is a good size or if I should go one size bigger. I got him a rusty shirt. Let's see. I got this shirt with like some lines on the front or the sleeve. He loves hats like this, the distressed look, so I think he'll definitely like this. Got him this hat that says Neo Vision. And then we got a jacket. Let's see what it looks like when I open it. Cool. See, it's nice and simple, which he loves, but it has the cool line on the sleeves. As you can see, I'm going with this line look, but I think that's a sick jacket.